Hi guys,
Hi guys,
I'm Manny Chima,
and I'm Dan Bates.
and we are the lads from Glasshammer Gaming. We are 40k content creators, as well as having a massive online store
Yeah.
with awesome discounts. We play Crusade games because we love the theme of a lot of 40k armies, and we also go to a lot of tournaments and compete on a very high level.
Yeah, because he likes playing competitively and I like drinking.
Yeah, and you can do all of that at 40k tournaments. So yeah, we've got the honor of streaming a semi-final round of the Las Vegas Nopen. I think it's awesome that all the content creators have been able to come together and bring Las Vegas open. Like kind of like home.
It's
to
a great
everybody.
idea. It's a wicked
really, really
idea,
cool.
and yeah, thank you to Frontline Gaming for organising it all.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah, there's loads of cool guys doing it as well. Loads of our fellow content creators from the UK, like Vanguard Tactics and Hellstorm Gaming. So that should be really, really cool. And you never know, one of their lists might come through to here.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
And that's what we're talking about today, guys.
Yeah, flying the flag.
Yeah. So we're picking a few lists that we really, really like out of the bunch and that we think will go quite far, possibly even win.
Yeah.
Even win.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to use like the couple that I've chosen. I'd love to play them.
Look at him.
Yeah,
Look at him.
really
Look at him. He's so excited. He's so excited. Go on then. What's your favourite one?
My favourite one.
What's your favourite one?
So my favourite one is the Silver Tide 2.
Oh, there you go. That was so hard, guys. So hard. His favourite army is Necrons.
We saw that coming. Well, no one was brave enough to take White Scars, were they? So.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Eldar. I know, man.
Oh,
My faction's been really
actually,
underrated here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice. There's not a single craft world, like not even detachment in the whole tournament.
And I think they're still really good, so I'm quite surprised. They've got so many stupid tricks out there. I'm surprised they're not in there. But the Silver Tide 2 by Richard Siegler. In case you haven't seen it, it's a Novok detachment. Now, if you've been watching our battle reports and our live streams, I've been playing Novok right from the beginning because I think that -1 AP is amazing.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are taking the OBSEC and the 6-inch move, and it is really good, and I do get that. But I just don't think it takes advantage of some of the best units in the book.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because people are playing the OBSEC thing and they're taking small MSU units, but like the fast moving ones, so that it's like Scarabs and it's like Wraiths and it's all of those kind of units, like little 3-man Scorpec units, and they all run out and then it gives them OBSEC and they're super quick. But I think the strength of Novok is the fact you're going to use warriors because the Novok thing is so good for warriors. All the benefits of Novok are really good for warriors. And warriors are OBSEC anyway. So they don't need it. So they're getting like both buffs. And that's why, I'm starting to agree with
I've
you,
only
man.
recently found how good warriors are. Like if you've not tried them on the table, they're really, really good. The new guns, the strength 5, like -2, does so much work. And then you put My Will Be Done on them for +1 to hit. And then all of a sudden you charge them into combat and you're like, well, I'm Novok, so I'll give you an extra attack. And then and then you can plus his strength to them.
Extra
and then
strength.
in the command protocols,
there'll be two turns of Hungry Void, won't there?
Because the Sonic King's there.
It's gonna be
There's so many cool little buffs you can layer on.
And he gives them reroll wounds in combat.
That's insane. That's like 40 attacks at like strength 7, -1 AP. Hitting on 2s, rerolls to wound. It's
horrible.
mental.
It's horrible.
It's so cool.
Horrible.
So, I'll read through the list just quickly. So it's a Novok list. He's got 2 Crypto Thralls. They're great because they're great backfield objective holders. They're like 40 points. And
they just do actions.
5
they don't need to do anything in your army.
Yeah, they're infantry, so they've got the option to do the action side of it. Really good. He's got a Chronomancer in there with the Veil of Darkness. Obvious choice. 60 warriors, 3 lots of 20 warriors with the Ghost Reapers. Another 2 Crypto Thralls, because why not? Do more of them, they're so cheap. 10 Lich Guard. 2 lots of 5 Scarabs for probably screening purposes or something like that, and then the Silent King.
Silent King, man.
Yeah. So the Silent King's wicked. I mean, I've tried taking him in a few different builds, and I haven't tried him with the mass warrior list yet. But like the synergy of the re-rolling, because he gives the benefits to core units, and warriors are Novok warriors are perfect for it because he gives you re-rolls to hit in the shooting phase. So they've got those amazing Ghost Reapers, and then he gives you re-rolls to wound in the combat phase. And when they're Novok and they've got the +2 attacks and strength, they're amazing in that. So he benefits that, like it's a really obvious synergy. but not one that, because I haven't got like 60 warriors, I haven't put it on the stream yet. So, but we'll definitely be getting that.
It will be awesome, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that list will go far, man.
Yeah, I think
that list will go far. I think.
Yeah, and because I mean, it's got the warriors in there. The thing is, like, you don't need to take the obsec one because the things that are doing most of your work are obsec.
Mm-hmm.
So you've already got, you've got that benefit as well. So Novok guys, Novok warriors, they are insane.
Before that list to get here to the semi-final stage, it's got to go through my first pick.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I've chosen Sisters. So I've chosen Tank's list, and I've chosen Tank and Boxy together because they've both taken Sisters.
Boxy's taking Sisters.
Taking Sisters. He wasn't allowed to play Blood Angels. He wasn't allowed to play Blood Angels because there was another.
Wasn't allowed to play Blood Angels.
Wasn't allowed.
It wasn't that he was too scared.
No.
It wasn't that he was too scared.
No. Don't say things like that. Don't say things.
Don't say that. He wouldn't like it if you said that.
It's because there was another Blood Angel player. Yeah. That's why he wasn't allowed to take Blood Angels. Yeah. So today I'm talking about the two Sisters players.
Okay.
Not one, two.
Two Sisters
players. Yeah. That was allowed.
It'd be silly if there were two Blood Angels players.
Yeah. That would be bonk because it's Marines,
Yeah.
It's because it was Marines, yeah. So anyway, Sisters.
Sorry, Boxy.
We love you, Boxy. And the reason why I've gone for the Sisters list is because, interestingly, they're both on the different brackets. So like Boxy's list will be going through a different lot of 7 lists, and Tanks has got to go through a different lot of 7 lists. Nice. And they're pretty similar, but they've got a little bit of variation between them. So, it's based on having the cannonesses, the support for the units to go out and do the stuff they need to do. But Boxy's got a lot more, he focused purely around Sisters.
Yeah.
So he's got triple units of Repentia.
Yes.
And then he's got triple units of Zephyrim, but his Zephyrim are all 9-man as well. So the Zephyrim can put in some work, man. It's all bloody rose, so it's all combat related. And then on top of that, both armies have got Retributors in. Okay. Retributors are bonkers.
That's cool. So
right now.
because Tank has put a Custodes thing in. So what does he lose that Steve has? Yeah.
So the way that it is Tank's got 2 8-man Repentia units. So Boxy's got 3 9-man. He's got 3 max-size Repentia units.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he's got 3 9 Zephyrim units. And they're 185 points a squad. And then Tank has only got 2 Repentia units. And instead of all of the Zephyrim, he's got 2 units of Custodes. But it's 2 5-man Custodian Guard squads, man. They're big squads. And they've all got Storm Shields. All of them.
Okay.
So they all have a 1-up armor save. Okay. And on terrain, they'll have a 0-up armor save.
Yeah.
So they get hit by -2 and they still got 2-up saves across the board. They got strats to be transhumaned as well.
Yeah.
They've got strats to stop you re-rolling wound rolls against them.
Yeah.
So they're just bonkers. So something like those Novok warriors hit them in combat and they just go, no, you're not allowed any re-rolls.
Yeah. Okay.
Just shut it down.
That's really good. Yeah. So he's lost that kind of aggressiveness of it. But he's put some super tough units in it, and there are no stages in combat either.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's all about really holding objectives.
Yeah.
All about holding objectives.
Yes, and Sisters with the toughness 3, they've not really got that durability, have they?
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's the thing. Boxy's got more speed because he's got triple Repentias, and they can all use Miracle Dice. And the Zephyrim move really far, so he's got a lot of speed. And he can get out there quick.
What do the Sisters lose for being all Sisters?
Oh, so they're going to lose their Sacred Rights. Okay. So, like, Boxy's going to be able to take either the Passion for exploding 6s in combat, or, I'm assuming, Hand of the Emperor, which is the one where they get +1 to advances and charges and stuff.
Okay.
Which is really big for
really
Sisters.
Big buffs there.
Yeah. But Tank gets Trajan Valoris, so he could do some funky stuff.
Oh, he's got Trajan in there as well.
Yeah, he's got Trajan Valoris in there. And then also, he's got the Unkillable Shield Captain.
Oh, wow.
And he's got everything on him. So he's got the 3-up Invulnerable, Auric Aquilus. He's got the Indomitable Constitution, which is the 9 wounds. He's got the 5-up Feel No Pain, Superior Creation. So he's got everything on that guy.
I think that's a great swap then.
Yeah, I think so too. And the thing is, they have both got Retributors.
Okay.
They've both got Retributors in there as well. And the thing is, though, Boxy has got Celestine.
Ooh,
Boxy has got
Celestine
Celestine, but Tank has got the badass Cannon S.
Ah.
So it's like,
oh wow,
it's
yeah,
so,
they're really cool.
like,
This then
they're both
it's
really
gonna be
cool.
really good to see them both play.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They're similar but different, and that's why I was like, let's talk about the sisters because both lists work in different ways, completely different ways.
Yeah.
And the thing I like as well is Boxy's gone all out power. So he's put the 2 Retributor squads in, and there's 4 multi-melters in each one, and a cherub. And that's the thing. I think he's missed a trick there because he's only spent 5 points to put 1 cherub in each squad, but it's 10 points to put 2 cherubs in each squad because it's sisters.
Sisters can put 2 in, yeah.
So he's got 8 multi-melters and 2 of them can fire again. So he has 10 multi-melters, which is really nice. And but Tank has taken 3 Retributor squads with 2 multi-melters in each squad. So they're spread out, and each unit's got 3 ablative wounds, but he's got double cherub in every squad.
Double cherub in every one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he's got 2 multi-melters going off, and both of them can fire again in every squad.
Yes.
So overall, he's got 12 multi-melters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is really nice, actually.
Nice, yeah.
So I prefer it because there's more ablative wounds there.
Yes.
And you have to kill more squads to take the multi-melters away kind of thing. And the reason why I picked the sisters is because sisters aren't too great into Magnus and Mortarion on their own. And there is a Mortarion floating around.
Oh, there's got to be.
Yes.
Got to be a Mortarion floating around.
But they've both got Retributors, and multi-melters are something that can hurt. Because when Mortarion gets, because he's going to run at you. You can't just avoid him if you're playing the mission. But if they come close, the -1 damage thing gets, it goes away. It's redundant. Because you're D6 plus 1 then, instead of D6 plus 2.
Okay.
So you're still D6 plus 1, which is actually really reliable. And you have Miracle Dice.
Miracle Dice would be great for it.
Yeah, man. So you can just go, I'll use this 6 and that's 7 damage auto. And stuff like that can actually really help.
Nice.
So I quite like it. I think the sisters are going to go far. Oh, and Boxy has a Calexus.
Oh, yes, I've heard about the Calexus.
Boxy has a Calexus in there.
Oh, yeah, that's really
That could hurt, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
a good
these
choice.
2 lists are very tricksy.
Oh, no, so that means then that Boxy doesn't get the Sacred Rites as well?
Oh.
No, you do, you lose it.
You lose it? Oh, you lose it for putting an assassin in. Okay, then.
So Boxy doesn't feel that that's worth it either then. So maybe the sisters suit lists are a thing.
That is interesting, yeah. So I think they're going to be really good. I think they're going to do really well, the both of them.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, you guys, your next pick.
So my next pick is Pure Fire, which is Eric's list over in Australia.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome.
It is. It's a really cool idea. It's a different way of playing Grey Knights. I heard about the Australians playing a lot with the Purifiers before at the last ETC we went to.
Yeah.
They were really talking about them a lot, and I know I've seen Eric taking Grey Knights to their tournaments there and doing well with them, and everyone was really surprised.
I love the Australian lads and the way that they write their list because they're always so skewed, man. They're always so skewed. They go so heavily down one path, and it works quite a lot of the time.
It's all the smoke from all those barbecues. That's probably what it is. But they do write really cool lists.
Yeah, they do.
And they take everyone by surprise. And, it's wicked. So yeah, this one is a chaplain. It's got Grandmaster Voldus in there, which is ace because I'm Team Voldus. So good choice. Good choice. And then he's got a unit of 10 strikes in there with the Vortex. So I think what he'll be doing is that dynamic insertion with the 10 strikes. You can drop in just outside of 3, isn't it, instead of 9.
Then you can cast on 3d6, pick the 2 highest. If you get that big Vortex off, that can really hurt.
Could be doing that with that. And then Castellan Crow. Because he's similar to a Purifier. It's a Purifier list, so why wouldn't you? A Libby. 10 Paladins. I mean, everyone knows what the 10 Paladins do. It's really cool because he's switched it up with the warding staves. And
it's really nice the way that he's got his loadout because he's got the 5 warding staves on the 5 warding stave Stormbolter guys, and they're the first ones to die. And then you've got your Paragon in there. He's got a Stormbolter and a hammer.
You never really see
a lot of damage.
I really like that.
Exactly. I reckon he just had like 13 points per or something.
The side cannons with the halberds.
The side cannons have got the halberd. They're the last ones to die. The side cannons are the last ones to die because they're the best shooting in the squad. And halberds are really good because they're plus 1 strength, but they're AP -2. And that AP is really nice, especially when you've got the chaplain there who can give an extra AP to Nemesis weapons and the shooting. So they've actually got quite a bit of AP there.
It's a nice all-round unit, which I like. And then because you've got those, and then you've got 3 lots of 10 Purifier squads.
That's nice.
And then they've got the different powers on them and stuff as well. And the Purifier squads are what you just don't see. And it's because they have that Purge Flame. And I couldn't really see it to begin with. I was like, why is he taking this? Because it's only got a 3-inch range, and like I really didn't get it how he was getting them there. But there's 2 rhinos in there, so he can like combat squad them, put them in the rhinos, run them forward, run the rhinos forward. Then they get, if something comes to kill the rhhinos, they then get hit with the D6 purifiers, or they can get out the rhinos, move forward,
advance.
They can still do that purifying flame, and it's like a really aggressive Grey Knight list. And it's weird because normally you see the paladins like sit in the middle and be really tough and hide, and then the rest of the Grey Knights are like gating around hiding.
Yeah.
So it's a really different Grey Knight list. And
because the rhinos can just bomb it forward and hide behind ruins and stuff like that. I really, really like it.
Well, you can gate the rhinos.
Yeah, you can gate the
rhinos into a cool position, and then just go, right, there's 10 purifiers in there that are going to mess you up if you come anywhere near them.
That's really, really cool.
So it's much more aggressive than the normal Grey Knights that we see. And like I said, the that trick where you can dynamically insert and then do the 3-inch, because I was like, you're out of 3, but purifying flame's 3 inches. And then I was like, the stratagem to plus 6 inches to your range use psychic powers, so they can come in and then they can still do their purifying flame power.
That's really cool.
So it's wicked. It's a really, really cool idea. I really like it. Ultra aggressive, and it's not something that you see all the time. So that's why that one stood out to me.
That could really hurt some stuff, man. That could really hurt some stuff.
Especially the demon lists that are going around.
Especially the demon lists that are going around. That brings me on to my next pick. So my pick, guys, and this is the one I think has the best chance. I think so. Okay. I want this to go the whole way, but that's because of my love for chaos. And it's TJ's list, man. TJ, well done, man, for taking this. TJ reps chaos all the time. Plays nothing but chaos. Only ever plays chaos. Nice. He took chaos there OVO last year, and the year before, and now he's taking them this year to the Las Vegas Nopen. Cool. Okay. So that's really, really cool. I love it. And TJ's absolutely awesome, lovely guy, and he plays chaos. He knows everything about chaos. I mean, it's the only thing he plays, so he knows how to play them really, really well. Good, and his list is called the 3-Headed Hydra because there's 3 big boys in it, of course.
Ooh, okay.
So there's Magnus. Yeah. There's Mortarion.
Oh, no.
It's Mortarion together. And there's Big Chicken. Big Chicken! Big Chicken is awesome. That's a Lord of Change first.
Well, technically, Big Chicken has 2 heads.
Yeah.
So that's the 4-headed Hydra.
That's the 4-headed Hydra.
Missed that head there, TJ.
Oh no. No, actually. A Lord of Chicken has 1 head, actually.
A Lord of Chicken?
Fate Weaver has 2 heads.
Oh, so not Lord of Change has 1 head. I'll take it back.
There you go, TJ. I got you back, bro. I got you back.
Magnus Mortarion, that's something that obviously everyone's been chucking around the idea because people have realised that you can still put Magnus in the super heavy auxiliary.
And this is the thing, because obscuring terrain.
Warp time in Mortarion is the stuff of nightmares.
It's horrible.
Like, I just hate the idea of it.
He's too quick without it.
Yeah.
He's too quick without warp time on a smaller board now. But with warp time,
that's going to be so horrible. Because it takes any army like 2-3 turns to deal with him. And if he's in your face turn 1, and it's not like you can have Mortarion running around in your lines.
And you know what it is? It's the threat. It's the threat because now, when you warp time, you can't advance again, right? So there would be 0 point in advancing the first time. You might roll a 1 and go 1 inch. So you'd always just move 12 and move 12 and even try an 11-inch charge. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? For the sake of rolling a 1 or a 2 and you only advance. It's not like you've got 2 advances. You've got 1. So you might as well just always move 24 and then try, even if it's a long bomb charge. Because if he gets in, he's just going to ruin everything.
It's not even like you can dive behind a piece of terrain because the terrain can't hide him either. So why not?
That's the thing as well, guys. The whole reason I think this will go far is because Magnus and Mortarion have 18 wounds, so they can't be hidden by obscuring terrain. But you've got to remember, guys, a load of us that are playing have got tournament tables, and we've got to remember Las Vegas Open would have been the biggest tournament in the world.
Yes.
So you have to set for tournament tables, I think. And we've seen already from the games that have happened so far, there are like 4 9x9 blockers on every board that people are playing on so far. And that's it. Magnus and Mortarion can hide behind a 9x9 lost blocker because then they're not taller than 9 inches. And they're not wider than 9 inches if you turn their wings. If you turn them.
They have to shuffle every now and then. They have to crab walk their way up the board, but they can get there.
And that's why I think they'll do well. I think that they'll do so well together. And of course, there is a Lord of Change in there. And the Lord of Change has got a Boon of Change, which can give him like +1 toughness and stuff, which is really cool. Infernal Gateway, because you always want to have that chance of just splashing on more wounds out.
Yeah.
He's got Smite, because why would he not? And then Bolt of Change, because it's mortal wounds. There's a lot of mortal wound output coming out here. And the reason why I like that is because he can actually go forward and do all these damaging powers, because he can do Infernal Gateway, he can Smite, and pay a CP to do Bolt of Change.
Yeah.
So he can actually chuck out a hell of a lot of mortal wounds, because TJ's got the Changeling in there for Gaze of Fate. So he doesn't need to waste the reroll power on the Lord of Change, which is really cool.
Is the Lord of Change taking the Warlord trait and the Relic?
No, he
to
can't.
make him ultra tough?
He can't.
He can't.
So because Mortarion or Magnus, one of them has to be your Warlord.
Right, I see.
Because they're Primarch. So they've both got the rule of this guy has to be your Warlord.
Yeah.
So one of them's going to have to be. And I think it's Mortarion here. Because Mortarion's got Gloaming Bloat here.
I think no. I think it says that Mortarion has that rule, that Primarch rule, saying that if he's the only model with the Primarch rule, he has to be your Warlord.
Yeah, he has to be your
Warlord. Something like that, doesn't it?
Something like that. And but Mortarion with Gloaming Bloat, man. Gloaming Bloat as that 4th Warlord trait. That's if you're within 9 inches of him, you cannot reroll hit rolls and you cannot reroll wound rolls. Not against him. Just your unit cannot reroll hit wound rolls. So if he comes near you, of course, the easier one to kill out of the two is Magnus. If he comes near you, you can't reroll hit and wound rolls with your range attacks against Magnus anymore.
Looking after his bro, right?
It's wicked, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely awesome.
Gotta look after your fam.
And that's it, man. Mortarion's going to go far, I think. He's got Gift of Plagues on him to increase the range of that.
It's such a shame, though, that you can't make the Lord of Change your Warlord and put those things on him, because if you had 3 really big, tough monsters coming at you, and then all the Nurglings and the Pink Horrors just sitting on all the objectives.
Yeah, that's it.
That's like cause it's going to take you minimum 3 turns to deal with those 3 big monsters. And then by the time you've dealt with them, you're like, oh, okay, it's 50 to 6 points.
Exactly.
I've already won. I'll see you at the bar, mate. See you later.
But this is the thing, right? Because it doesn't say on here, but I'm assuming he has, the Lord of Change. It doesn't say Impossible Robe. And it doesn't say that he's an exalted Lord of Change, but he might be.
Oh, yeah.
So he might have the 6 of Feel Pain and the 3 of Invulnerable.
I can't see you using the CPs for anything else in that
Exactly.
list,
It's not a very CP intensive list, because the thing is, Magnus is in the Supreme Command. So his detachment is free. And then he makes the battalion free.
Okay, yeah.
So that is lots of free stuff, and only 3 for the Super Heavy Auxiliary. So you're only spending 3 CP. So I would definitely spend one to take the relic on the Lord of Change and another one to make him exalted. You still only spent 5. You start the game with 7, man. You don't need 7 with this list, I don't think. You need like 4 CPs to play the game, and you've got 7 and you're going to gain. So I think he probably does have the Impossible Robe, which is going to be absolutely amazing, and the Aura of Mutability for every time you roll a 6. You gain wounds back as well.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
That's
like,
really
who do you go for? Which one do you go for? It's so horrible. And then on top of that, there's a Poxbringer in the list with Virulent Blessing. Virulent Blessing, I think, is heal D3 wounds on a Nurgle demon. So that's a Nurgle demon. Mortarion's a Nurgle demon. That's a good way of getting wounds back on Mortarion. I think you can do
celebrating that you've half killed Mortarion in a turn, and then he gets 3 of them back.
That's awesome. There are also 5 units of Nurglings in this list, man. 5 units of 3 Nurglings. They're just going to deploy as far forward as possible on all the objectives, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, they're going to sit on all the objectives. They're really tough to shift with, like, a lot of the kind of out of line of sight, 1 damage, like, kind of mortaring stuff to take. Like, just, it doesn't do anything to Nurglings. And they're straight away sitting on the front lines, aren't they? They're either acting as like a little bit of a buffer for Mortarion, or they're just getting 3 points engaged in all fronts. 3 points engaged in all fronts.
You know what the worst thing is for playing against them is because you don't want to shoot Nurglings.
No.
Because you're wasting shots shooting Nurglings. You want to kill them in combat because that's the easiest, quickest way to kill them. If you charge these Nurglings, Mortarion is charging you. There's no 2 ways about it. You charge him, he's charging you. So it's not like you can go in there safely.
Magnus is in the list. You can sit on your back line and Mortarion is charging you.
That's true.
If you're on the board, Mortarion is charging you.
The thing is, you might think because there's 5 units of Nurglings, they're going to be deployed on the front line, then all the characters are going to run forward and you don't have anything to hold the mid and back board with. There's a unit of 25 Pink Horrors in there, and there are 50 reinforcement points. So that unit of Pink Horrors can easily hold 2, maybe even 3 objectives in some missions, and then as you kill them, they just keep splitting and keep holding those objectives.
Yeah.
And if you're wasting, you got to use a lot of firepower to kill those Pink Horrors. A lot.
It gives you a lot of options, that Pink. And do you know what it could come in really handy with was what we were talking about was the smites. So if ever you do play that Grey Knight list with those 4 damage 4 mortal wound smites, you can just sit them behind the Pink Horrors, and then they split and they split again, and there's just so many ablative wounds in that unit, it'll take even a Grey Knight army. It'll take them like 2 turns to get through that, and then Magnus Mortarion jump over and punch you in the face.
Yep. And this is why I've picked this list, guys. This is why I've picked this list because in their bracket there are no Grey Knights.
Ah.
The only way that list plays a Grey Knight is in the final.
Is in the final.
In the final. So Grey Knights have got to make it to here, and then beat whatever they play here, and then they get a chance at Magnus Morty.
Oh wow!
Otherwise, it just there's no Grey Knights in their way.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
Really good for them.
That's pretty crazy. And I think that Grey Knights and Richard Siegler's Necrons are going to be the lists that get here.
Do you reckon?
I think so.
Oh God, I hope so.
It's going to be weird, but it's going to be really weird because I think Grey Knights will make it to here.
Yeah.
I think they will because they're already a really tricksy, janky list. For the Necrons to make it here, they've got to get through the Sisters, the Tanks list with the Custodes and the Sisters.
Necrons don't like Custodes.
Yeah, man.
It's a good list, but it doesn't like Custodes.
So then I think Grey Knights will either play Necrons here with the 60 Warriors or the janky Sisters list. And then one of them will go on to the final. And on the other side, guys, don't even consider the bracket. Magnus Mortarion are going to the final. DJ, you're getting there, mate. You're getting there. So they're making the final. Cool, and then I think that's what it's going to be. And, if Grey Knights make it here, the Necron game is a pretty hard game, especially when there's 60 of them, and they've got the Veil, and they've got all those -2, and the Silent King. And also, man, those sisters with the Custodes, I think that will take the Grey Knights. So if that takes the Grey Knights, then that's what plays Magnus Mortarion in the final.
Yeah, the Custodes will be. That's the thing. The Custodes just screw. The thing is, they screw so many armies. Custodes, but then if you take all Custodes, they're so slow and armies can play around you. Putting the Sisters in for the speed and that option to trade, and then having the Custodes core, it's wicked. Really
I love
cool
Tanks
idea.
list.
Really,
I love Tanks list. I've got to say, guys, because I absolutely love Chaos. So Magnus Mortarion is something I play quite a lot, and I just love them. But my favourite list out of all of these is Tanks.
Yeah.
Because he's gone out of the box and he's taken a combo. You never see Custodes and Sisters play together. No. That's absolutely amazing. So I really hope that Tanks list does really well. Yeah. I really do. And but I'm calling it, man. It's going to be Tanks Sisters list versus Magnus Morty in the final. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think that'll be the final.
That'd be cool.
It'd be wicked.
Yeah, this might not age very well, It could be out straight away.
I hope that happens. Because that'll be a really interesting game.
Yeah.
Really interesting game. Yeah. Especially with all those multi-melters. Like I say, it's one of the best lists to take Magnus Mortarion on. Maybe better than the Grey Knights.
Yes.
Because you've got like 5 units of Nurglings and the horror unit to soak up loads of smites from the Grey Knights, with Magnus denying 3 of them with +2.
Yeah.
And Mortarion can deny 3 as well.
The thing is, the Grey Knights have gone down the Purifier list as well. They're not there. It's not the sit back at 24 inches and go 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage. It's in your face.
I have to come 3 away from you.
That's where Morty wants you.
Because that's the thing, man. If they come in like that, what are the chances that they are going to get within 3 of Mortarion?
Yeah, no, right.
With all the Nurglings around?
Yeah.
That's the thing. And then he's going to get the jump on the Grey Knights, which is big. So I actually think the Sisters list with all the multi-melters in this bracket is probably the best one to take Magnus Mortarion, because the Warriors won't like to take Magnus Mortarion.
God, no. Could you imagine Warriors looking at Mortarion? The poor buggers.
They'd be like, oh, I'm trembling. And then could you imagine, like, Magnus comes over, looks at the Silent King like Death Hex, and just slices it. Oh, that'd be mental. But yeah, so that's what we think, guys. Those are the lists we think are going to go very far. And don't forget to watch tomorrow, 7 p.m. GMT. We're streaming the semi-final. I really hope it's Sisters versus Necrons. That would be incredible. Yeah, that would be incredible.
That'd be a good game.
It's going to be Sisters versus Grey Knights, though. I'm just saying Necrons to keep him happy. They ain't getting here.
Maybe it's dice.
And that's it. Like we say, guys, if you enjoy 40k content and you don't already follow us, hit subscribe and notifications bell just below so you know when we release our videos. We release battle reports every single week now.
Yes.
Yep, every Friday we release battle reports, and we do a Thursday night fight, which will be in a similar sort of style to the Las Vegas Nopen semi-final that you're all watching now. You are all watching.
Yes, you shall be watching.
Exactly. And we will see you tomorrow. That's how we're going to end this, because we will see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.